Our slam book that we're going to read today is Melia and Jo. I like this book because it's all about engineering and scientific thinking. Melia and Jo. Melia loves science. Every day in her backyard lab, she would create things that could scrub, pitch, tickle, bounce, fly, ding, or even make your bed. Most of Melia's creations weren't finished. She just kept working on them, measuring, testing, reading, observing, having a snack, and testing again. And if the invention didn't work yet, she went through all those steps again, like a very good scientist does. One day, Melia was working on an airplane made of paper. She adjusted the wings. She adjusted the tail. She pulled the propeller a teeny bit further out, but still the plane wouldn't soar. How could she make it fly fast and far? Suddenly, Melia heard a strange sound. Growling? Howling? Yelping? What could it be? This sound was coming from the girl who had just moved in next door. She seemed to be singing while crouching and leaping around. The girl came whirling and twirling toward Melia. "I'm Jo," she said, "but you can call me Jojo, or Josephine, or Jojo, or on the go, go, go." "I'm Melia," Melia replied. "You can call me Melia." I'm kind of like Melia. Melia started to explain that she was busy working on a really important invention when Jo leaped right into Melia's lab. "You've got so much cool stuff in here, Melia Bobelia," said Jo as she flipped a bowl with an antenna and put it on her head. "That's not a hat, actually," said Melia, carefully flipping it again. Jo held up a bendy contraption and turned its crank. "I love this bendy ladder." "It's actually not a ladder," said Melia. "Cool plane," said Jo, picking up the paper plane and tossing it. "Careful," said Melia. As the plane plunged towards the mud, Melia dove to catch it. Jo plucked a dandelion. "Too bad your plane doesn't fly like the fluff on a dandelion," she said. Puff! The seeds went soaring in all directions. Jo stopped to take a bite out of a licorice stick. Then she squealed, "Ooh, ooh, ooh! Check out the clubhouse balloon thing!" Jo poked her licorice stick into the neck of a small headless robot for safekeeping as she dashed toward the clubhouse. That robot was one of Melia's favorite inventions. Its head kept falling off, but she loved it just the same. "You can't put a licorice stick in my robot!" Melia shouted. Jo didn't even seem to hear. She skipped right back to her yard and started a new dance. As Melia put her inventions back in order, she laughed about Jo's silly ideas. She thought my cereal bowl radio was a hat. But as Melia held the bowl upside down, she began to wonder. When Melia put her plane back, she remembered how Jo blew on the dandelion. Could Melia blow on the plane to make it soar? Next, Melia reached for her headless robot and gasped. With that sticky licorice in the robot's neck, the head stays right in place. Melia was shocked. Jo is a genius. Melia hurried over to Jo's yard. "Yo, Jo!" she called, but Jo didn't answer. She was creating a dance inspired by a leaping frog. Melia came closer. "Can we be a team, Jo? Please, please, please?" "No deal, Melia," Jo replied, leaping higher and higher. "Why should I try to make a plane that soars when I can soar myself?" "Watch out!" shouted Melia, but it was too late. Jo had leapt so high she'd gotten stuck on a tree branch. Uh-oh. on, Jo. Melia dashed away and dashed right back with her crank contraction. As she turned the crank, its bendy ladder reached all the way up to the branch. Jo scampered down the ladder. Your inventions are the real deal, Melia. I wouldn't have known this invention's true use if it weren't for you, said Melia. It never worked as a spaghetti server, but when you called it a ladder, I realized it would be perfect for getting people down from trees. Melia brought out one invention after another to show Jo how she'd helped improve them. The antenna hat was perfect for listening to radios while talking. The licorice stick kept the robot's head on, and when she blew into the straw on the back of the plane could soar fast and far. That's some good teamwork. Jo realized that Melia was right. These two were meant to be together. They headed over to Melia's lab. Sorry I yelled at you, said Melia. Sorry I stuck my licorice stick in your robot's neck without asking, said Jo. As they began working on inventions, Melia didn't mind if Jo rearranged things, or turned them upside down, or gave them funny names. She realized that was Jo's way of working. So it seems like Melia likes to follow the rules, and Jo kind of likes to be more creative with her inventing. Melia helped with Jo's creations too. She concocted a gooey material that they could use to make set pieces for Jo's dances, and homemade musical instruments they could play when Jo was singing her songs. By combining Jo's art skills with Melia's science skills, they could create more super cool stuff together than either could create alone. Remember, in STEM, sometimes there's STEAM, S-T-E-A-M, and the A is for art. When the robot waddled by, Melia said, "Let's call him Ronaldo, the licorice neck robot." Great idea, amazing, Amelia, said Jo. Thanks, genius Josephine, Melia replied. Ronaldo's licorice neck wouldn't last long, but the friendship between Melia and Jo would last forever. Ooh, here is a fun challenge. If you want to, after reading this book, you can see if you can make your own airplane however you want, or this book suggests a way too. So Melia made a plane that goes fast and far with the help from her cool friend Jo. You can make a plane that goes fast and far too with the help of a cool parent or a cool caregiver. So you will need, if you're doing this one piece of paper, one piece of cardstock or index cards. That's like a thicker paper. You could probably use construction paper. One bendy straw, one pencil slightly thicker than a straw, one glue stick, one push pin, and one pair of scissors. So first you have to cut the shapes out of the paper. So you need to cut out a rectangle for the body, cut out an oval for the wings, cut an oval for the tail, and cut out half an oval for the stabilizer. That's the stabilizer right there. Then you're going to decorate if you want to make it pretty. Then you're going to create the body. So you are going to roll the rectangle paper around the pencil to create a tube. Then you're going to glue the tube along the side to seal it. Then you're going to fold the end of the tube down and seal it with glue. Then you're going to blow into the tube to make sure that no air escapes from the sealed end. And you're going to take a pencil out after rolling and gluing the paper. So then you remove the pencil and it's just a tube made out of the paper. Then you're going to attach the wings, tail, and the stabilizer. So glue the wings and tail to the body. Fold a small flap on the stabilizer to create a stand. So you're going to fold it a little bit at the bottom so you can glue it right there. Step 5, create the propeller. So you're going to cut cardstock into a propeller shape. So this is a propeller, the thing that like spins. You're going to decorate it if you want it pretty. You're going to attach the propeller to the front of the plane with a push pin. Just like this. You're going to push it through. And fly. Push the back of the plane onto the straw. Blow into the straw and watch your plane soar. If you choose to do the extra project, or you just want to be an inventor and you want to make your own airplane, take a picture or a video and you can send it to me or Miss Guider, because we would love to see. And if you just want to enjoy the book, enjoy the book. So don't forget, we talk about STEAM or STEM a lot, so I'm going to read this page. Melia has strong STEM skills. She's really good at science, technology, engineering, and math. And Jo is all about the arts, singing, dancing, painting, acting, and designing things. When you put an A for arts and STEM, you get STEAM. Melia and Jo are a perfect STEAM team. They put their skills together to solve problems and make amazing creations. How often do you use your STEAM skills? When using them, which of these words do you think describes you? Creative, curious, brave, patient, imaginative, flexible, daring, focused, observant, persistent. See if you can use your STEAM skills